Man, the world of AI, it just does not slow down, does it? This week is absolutely no exception. We're going to cover Gmail's biggest upgrade in years, a new AI that can literally measure your car's trunk just from a photo, and what looks like the beginning of a massive global price war between the US and China. So, let's get right into it.
And look, this isn't just some abstract tech stuff happening in a lab somewhere. The tools and the trends we're talking about today are being woven directly into the products you and I use every single day. They've got real-world implications for how you manage your life, how you shop, and even how you get your information.
All right, so here's the game plan for today. First, we're going to see how AI is completely rebuilding your inbox. Then, we'll check out its impact on shopping and driving. After that, we'll zoom out to look at this new global AI price war, run through a lightning-fast round of new tools, and then we're going to finish up by asking a really critical question. Can we actually trust AI?
Okay, first up, your email. You know, Google was kind of slow to the punch at first, but now they are flooring it, integrating their Gemini AI into everything, and Gmail is getting the first massive overhaul.
This is a huge shift in how you find things. Seriously, forget just typing in keywords. This new AI overview feature lets you search your entire inbox just by talking to it in natural language. You can literally ask, hey, who is that plumber who gave me a quote for the bathroom renovation last year? And boom, Gemini will find it. It's like having a real conversation with your inbox.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg. The new AI Inbox is basically a personal assistant that surfaces your most important messages and creates to-do lists from things like bills or prescription refills. They've also added a new proofreader, think Grammarly but built right in, and the Help Me Write feature is now totally free for everyone. It's the most aggressive push we've seen yet to make email proactive instead of just reactive.
And this whole proactive AI thing? Well, it is definitely not just staying in your inbox. It's also completely reshaping how we shop online and even how we interact with our cars. So, over at Microsoft, they just dropped Copilot Checkout, which lets you buy something from start to finish right inside the AI chat window. You can search, get recommendations, and pay, all without ever leaving the conversation. And the data shows it's really working. Microsoft found that users are twice as likely to actually buy something through Copilot than a normal search. Conversational shopping? It's quickly becoming the new default. And this kind of intelligence is jumping right off the screen and into the physical world. Ford just announced a new AI assistant that knows the exact specs of your car. You could snap a photo of a few bags of mulch and just ask, hey, how many of these will fit in my trunk? And the AI calculates the volume and gives you an answer. It's going to roll out in their apps in 2026 and in the cars themselves in 2027. This kind of practical, real-world AI is becoming a key battleground, not just for car companies, but really on a global scale. Okay, so let's switch gears from these consumer tools to the high-stakes geopolitical landscape. A brand new global price war is heating up, and it's all centered on the fierce competition between the US and China. Tensions are definitely rising. In the West, you have Nvidia placing some really heavy restrictions on its super powerful H200 AI chips for Chinese customers. They're reportedly telling them you have to pay the full price, upfront, with no refunds and no changes. It's a clear signal of just how strategic this hardware has become. Meanwhile, in the East, a major countermove. Zhipu AI, one of China's top AI labs, just had its big debut on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. It raised over $500 million, becoming the first major Chinese AI company to go public.
And this right here perfectly illustrates the two competing strategies. In the US, you've got labs like Anthropic with these massive valuations. We're talking 350 times billion dollars, and they sell their models at a premium. But in China, Zhipu is valued at a much lower 6 to 8 billion, and they're hitting the market with incredibly low prices, like a $3 a month AI assistant. Their strategy is crystal clear. Flood the market with cheap, capable models to gain market share and basically force the Western labs to compete on price, not just on performance. So while that global battle serves as the backdrop, the pace of innovation for individual tools is it's staggering. Let's do a quick lightning round of some of the most interesting new arrivals from just this week. For all the developers out there, there's a new tool called Replay, and this is a total game changer. You can take a screen recording of literally any user interface, and it will turn it into responsive code with working animations and hover states. This could save front-end developers hundreds and hundreds of hours.
For marketers, Chatbeat is a must-see. It actually tracks how models like ChatGPT and Gemini talk about your brand. This means you can now optimize for AI-driven search results. Yep, you heard that right. AI SEO, AI search engine optimization, is officially a thing.
In the productivity space, CoreWise is making some serious waves. It lets you take any YouTube video and instantly pull out summaries, key insights, and actionable notes. I mean, think about it. It's a way to digest a 1-hour lecture in just a few minutes. And finally, for students and researchers, Wonders AI is an incredibly powerful new tool. It helps guide you through literature reviews by searching a massive database of over 550 million academic papers, and then it organizes all your sources visually. This could dramatically speed up the entire research process.
So we have all of this incredible new power at our fingertips, but this brings us to what might be the most critical question of all. As these systems get more and more integrated into our lives, how much can we actually trust their answers?
Take a look at this number, 51%. In a recent test, over half of the answers provided by top AI models to questions about news articles had significant issues. Let that sink in for a second. More than half. Let's unpack what that actually means.
So here's what happened. A major news organization ran a test where it fed 100 of its own articles to the big AI models. We're talking ChatGPT, Copilot, Gemini, and Perplexity. And then it asked them basic questions based on the text. The result? A whopping 51% of the answers had major problems.
And if you want a jaw-dropping example of what that looks like in the real world, listen to this. When asked about a convicted murderer who's serving 15 life sentences, one of the AIs responded that it's, and I quote, up to each individual to decide if he's innocent or guilty. That's not just a factual error, that's a dangerous, fundamental inability to tell the difference between fact and opinion.
So, here's the bottom line. AI is rapidly becoming infrastructure. It's in our inboxes, it's in our cars, it's in our search engines, but these deep-seated reliability issues are still very much there. And that leaves us with the central question for this next era of technology. How do we benefit from all of this immense power while building in the guardrails we need to account for its very real and sometimes very consequential flaws?